Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone's having a nice fan fest. Yeah, fan fest ongoing. We just had the opening keynote. It ended. It was really cool. I went, took a break, had dinner, came back, and now I'm ready to talk about some of the thoughts on the things that got revealed today in the opening keynote. Tomorrow we have the live letter, but that's going to be mostly focused, I imagine, on patch 5.55, the new Basha content, and maybe a little bit of the story stuff, but they're probably not going to spoiler any of that. So it's probably going to be focused mostly on Basha content, and maybe like sort of reiterating stuff that was revealed today and pre-order bonuses and all that stuff. So basically, we got most the main meat of the keynote was basically focused on the expansion, and this is basically all the information we're going to get on the expansion for the foreseeable future. I imagine we're still going to get some stuff sprinkled here and there as we kind of get up to the release date, which we do know now. Yeah, this is it. So first off, full trailer, great trailer, by the way, fantastic trailer. I really loved it. Music was fantastic. It was on point. You know what? I have my reaction to the trailer, which if you're interested in, I'll play right now. Alright, here we go. Come on, full trailer. Let's go. Full trailer. That is loud. I need to turn down my headset a bit. Or maybe turn it up because of the music. Come on, full trailer. Let's go. Oh. Clearer lyrics. Also a different voice, I think. I like it. The lyrics, you can actually make out the lyrics, kind of. I can't wait to listen. I hope they release like the full clean version. But I think with Shadowbringers they didn't release it until like after the expansion launch, so probably not gonna happen. We'll see though.
The final days were upon us. The fabric of the star had begun to fray, its land rent by tooth and claw.
Oh, here we go. Did they fix Alice's red mage rotation? Nope. They still didn't fix it. Oh well. Ooh, female voice.
I can look after myself, you know. And I've had enough of this rot.
I love it. Oh, here we go. New stuff.
As the chaos spread,
Oh my god, look at that. It's like Eldritch.
seemed doomed to unravel. And yet,
Oh shit. Oh, this is Heavensward's theme.
there were those who stood in
That's
defiance
Estinian.
of that fate.
Is that? Okay. No, it's not. I thought that was Frey's Velker for a second, because it looked kind of like the wings, but I don't think that's Frey's Velker. That's Stormblood. Oh, I love it. Oh my god, yeah. Yo, give me a full version of this song, please.
The stage is set.
Also, that you can totally see. Yeah, that's definitely the scythe. Come on. Ooh, Thancred.
You took your time.
This is Rasat Han.
We feared. The respite afforded this land was but fleeting. The end draweth nigh.
Oh, I can't wait to go to Zafnair. That say Charlene? Yeah, okay. I mean, that makes sense, right?
I knew it. The stars.
I think that's the same voice from the Shadowbringers from Tomorrow and Tomorrow, I think.
So, Charlian would keep its counsel while the world is lost to ruin.
It would. Come what may, we shall live on.
Oh,
We must.
that is totally Alpha No's dad. What's his name?
We
Shit.
must then. But
It's like something with an F. I forget. Ah, man.
all, until our last breath.
Yeah, Strolla's eyes are still messed up. Yep, there's the scythe. What a surprise! Couldn't have guessed that one. That's a big scythe too. I guess they had to really make that differentiation between botanist scythes, right? So. Yeah, Strolla, what a cutie. You know, one of these days, Yashtola will finally stop herself from dying, you know, and her eyes will finally get fixed. It has to happen eventually, right? Oh, what was that? I didn't get a good look at that. That was some really quick visuals right there. My god, I want this theme. Full release date? Full release date. Oh, fall. Alright. Well. Maybe they're saving it for the end of the keynote. So yeah, great trailer. I really enjoyed that trailer. In my opinion, it's still kinda it's not as good of a trailer as Shadowbringers in my opinion, and I still think I like Heavensward just a little bit more, but I am a huge Heavensward fanboy, so that's not really a surprise. But yeah, I think Shadowbringers still tops it in terms of just hype and excitement. Just, you know, having the Warrior of Light / Warrior of Darkness, I guess, you know, kind of go through all the different jobs and eventually landing on Dark Knight. That was a really exciting sort of progression in that trailer. This trailer, I mean, there's a lot of exciting stuff that kind of happens here and there. Everyone's in this trailer, by the way. Like, pretty much all the Scions are in this trailer, doing something or other. But yeah, a lot of this trailer is just kind of people just walking around and talking and getting some nice shots of some of the new areas that we're gonna get to. Really cool scene with Estinian in there. That was really nice to see. And also we got the big reveal. Big reveal that Xenos is indeed using the scythe and is the new scythe job that we got revealed, the Reaper. But we're kind of jumping ahead all over the place here, so let's just kind of tighten things up. So let's talk about the trailer. Music in the trailer, as in my reaction, you could probably tell, fantastic. Great music. Fantastic music. Yeah. Wow. Much clearer lyrics. They got, got two different singers for it. I don't have Sam Charter and Amanda Aiken. And Amanda Aiken was also the person who sung the first part of the Shadowbringers theme, you know, the Tomorrow and Tomorrow theme. So that's really cool to see that she's returning for this theme as well. I don't think we actually have a actual name for this theme. It might just be the I think they're just calling it the Endwalker theme for now. But I would love if they release the full version of this theme. Just at the end of FenFest, just release the song. It's a good song. I would listen to that. I would listen to that all the time leading up to the expansion launch. That's a good song. When it comes to Shadowbringers, they released the song, but they didn't release it, I believe, until like 2 weeks after the expansion launched. So yeah, I would really love it if they released the full song of this before the expansion, just so we can have something to listen to and help us anticipate the expansion even more. This is a really really cool song. One of my favorite parts of the theme though is actually the fact that we get some callbacks to the older themes. When Estinian's on screen, we hear some of the Heavensward theme, and after that scene ends, Stormblood theme plays as we see Xenos. So I think that was really cool callback for the trailer. It was really really nice. A little bit of nostalgia in there for those of us who have been with the game since those expansions. Really really cool to see that kind of pop up in the music. But yeah, pretty much everyone, like I said, is in this trailer. We got Thancred, Urianger. I know I say Urianger. That's how his name's pronounced in JP. I'm sorry. Yeah, Shola's in there. Estinian's in there. A couple new characters as well that they talked about. They talked about Estinian like he was a new character, or that it was a surprise he was gonna be a part of this expansion, even though they talked about him last time. And I guess, spoilers for 5.5, he finally joined the Scions at the end of part 1 of 5.5. So, yeah, they talked about Estinian like it was a surprise that he was going to be in this expansion, or at the forefront of this expansion, I guess. But, yeah, Estinian is definitely part of the expansion, part of the trust system as well. But two other characters that were in the trailer that we don't know a whole lot about yet. The first one is the dragon that is accompanying Estinian. At first glance, I thought, oh, that's Trace Velger because of the wings. But as I got a closer shot of the dragon, I realized it wasn't Trace Velger. I didn't know who it was, but it's apparently Vitra, which is Trace Velger's sibling. So it makes sense that kind of looked like him at a first glance. So excited to see how that plays into the story and why he's tagging along with Estinian and all that. So that'll be fun to see. A dragoon and a dragon working together. Who knew? And then also we got... Now, for some reason, they try to keep this a secret, even though there's already information out there that tells us who this is. But Alphino's father, we see Y'shtola talking to him at one point in the trailer. I have his name on screen, but I have absolutely no way of pronouncing this correctly. Forchanol? Maybe? I don't know. I can't do Elizabeth names, I'm sorry. But anyways, so we do know who this is, but for some reason they didn't want to tell us who this was. Like it was a secret. It's kind of weird. But apparently we will be seeing him a bit in part 2 of patch 5.5, so looking forward to that. I imagine this is also who gives Alphino his new list, and why Alphino becomes a sage is probably he gets it from his father. Which makes sense, I guess, especially since this looks like this is happening in Old Charlayan. So, yeah, that makes total sense that Alphino would get his sage gear from his father, and also that this happens in part 2. Maybe, I guess we'll have to wait and see. At the end of this month, we don't have a release date for part 2 yet, but I imagine that's coming in the live letter tomorrow. So I guess we'll see. Well, I say that, but it'll probably be tomorrow already by the time you're seeing this, so I guess later today when you're seeing this video. But yeah, really cool trailer. We didn't get the release date at the end of the trailer. They did actually reveal the release date though at the end of the keynote, which is November 23rd for the official release date. Early access starts on November 19th, and honestly, I am a bit surprised. I thought that it was going to be mid to late October for the release date and early access, but it's actually I was a month off. It's more mid to late November that it's actually coming out, and which I was not expecting. I'm a bit surprised because November, like especially later November, that's more winter, and they do kind of talk about that like, hey, it's still kind of late fall, but again, like I said in the last video when we talked about the announcement back in February, I can't be too mad about delays and stuff like that. Although I have to say November, especially around that time, that's hell. For some people, depending on where you work, that is absolutely hell. Like some people are gonna get their nice Thanksgiving week off and all that. For anyone who has to work in retail, that is literally that is hell. That is actually hell. Good luck getting time off at all during that period until Christmas is over. it's not gonna happen for anyone who works on retail. So that is a bit unfortunate. I mean, I've worked at UPS and I've worked at Amazon. I've worked at both of those places for a couple years in each spot, and I have to say I am glad I am not working there anymore because, like I said, it would be practically impossible for me to get any time off while I was still working there. And you know, I feel you. Anyone who still works in retail or anything like that, trying to play this expansion, is gonna be a challenge for sure. And my heart goes out to you. That's gonna be it's gonna be a tough week. That's gonna be a tough month. Until Christmas is over, basically. So, hey, you know, power to you guys. You know, I've been there. It's not fun. But anyways, moving on. From the release date, we got the reveal of the Scythe job. You know, we saw the Scythe. Xeno's using the Scythe a bit in the trailer. I don't think it was any surprise with the hints that we got from Yoshida that the new melee job is going to use the Scythe. And it is the Reaper. Now, I can't play my reaction to the Reaper video here, but basically, I was really worried because the first thing you see is I think it's called they call it the Avatar, which is kind of like the spirit, I guess, that kind of follows you around, and you can kind of channel the spirit from the void to sort of help you in battle as the Reaper, which is really cool. But at the same time, I was super worried that this was going to be one of those pet things, and I did not want that. I did not want another pet job. It's already frustrating enough trying to get the pets to behave on Summoner and Scholar. I did not want another job using sort of the same pet system, but thankfully it looks like it's not really, you know, a pet system. You know, it's just kind of something that you can, you know, invoke, and, you know, maybe it uses like a gauge or something, like, you know, uses kind of like, I guess, Dark Knight, you know, in the way that, you know, you have the gauge on Dark Knight, and you can, you know, get access to abilities using your blood gauge or something like that. And then you can also like, you can, you know, it looks like you sort of combine with the spirit and kind of channel the spirit into your own character as well, and that looks like it's going to be kind of like a phase thing. So basically, you know, once every 2 minutes you can spend 50 gauge and become the spirit for 20 seconds, and that makes you stronger or something, you know, that sort of thing. So I imagine that's how it's going to play. But I was generally surprised by how much I liked Reaper. It looks really fun. It looks exciting. Much faster pace than I was expecting. I think we knew kind of from interviews and just kind of speculation that Reaper was going to use maiming gear even before we knew what Reaper was. I think we kind of all speculated it was going to use maiming gear, and because it was using maiming gear and because of how Dragoon is, I figured that it would be a slower paced melee job. Basically every other melee job besides Dragoon is kind of, you know, faster paced. They have, you know, some sort of attack speed buff. You know, you got Monk, you know, that 20% attack speed buff. You got 15% attack speed on Huton, and 13% attack speed from Shifu on Samurai. So lots of attack speed going all around except for everyone on Dragoon. I figured that because, you know, Reaper was speculated to share maiming, and we now know it's confirmed to share maiming with Dragoon, that it would be a slower paced melee job. But no, it looks kind of fast. And I don't know if that's just because of how their animations look, or, you know, and, you know, maybe they're chaining abilities in between the global cooldowns. But it looks pretty fast-paced. It looks a lot of fun. And also, the first thing I thought of when Yoshi came out cosplayed as the Reaper was that's totally Bloodborne. Like 100%. That looks like Bloodborne. Like the hat, the coat, the big ass scythe. That's Bloodborne using the burial blade. 100%. So yeah, it looks really cool. I'm really excited to try this out. And I know there's a couple people in my free company who have their eyes on maining Reaper. I don't think I'm gonna main Reaper. I'm probably still gonna stick in my physical range slot. I like that freedom, you know, because I'm in the position where I can basically play Dancer, Bard, or Machinist, you know, in my current free company group, and I love that freedom to be able to just play any one of those three at any time. It's a lot of fun, so I wouldn't mind sticking in my physical range slot and letting everyone else play with the fun new toy that is Reaper. And Sage, I think we're probably going to have one of our healers switch to Sage as well. It's probably going to end up happening. But yeah, Reaper looks really cool. I like it. Also, we got kind of a hint of one of the battle teams we're going to get as well in the Reaper trailer, which sounds good. You can definitely tell it's from the Endwalker theme we've heard from the trailer. It sounds really nice. I have high hopes for the themes that we're going to get from the Endwalker theme. That's a lot of themes in one sentence, but you know what I mean, right? Because Insatiable, you know, it's been almost 2 years, and Insatiable it still hasn't gotten old. It still hasn't gotten old to me. I still love it after all this time. It's still good. I don't care too much for the rock version of Insatiable that plays in the first 2 bosses, but the one that plays in the last boss of the dungeon for Shadowbringers, the original Insatiable, I still really like that version. It still gives me chills listening to it. So if Soken can do the same thing with the Endwalker theme as he's done with the Heavensward theme, the Stormblood theme, and the Shadowbringers theme for battle themes, then it's gonna be a lot of good music in Endwalker. No surprise, you know, at all. But I am still very much looking forward to listening to all the new tracks that we're gonna get in the expansion. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. If only they just released the full Endwalker theme song now, just way ahead of the expansion. Like, come on, just give it to us. Just announce it at the end of the live letter. At the end of the live, just announce, hey, you can go buy this song. Go buy it. You know, just go buy it. You know, be great. SoundCloud, iTunes, wherever else you buy songs from. I don't know. Just go pick it up. Go buy it. $2. You know, I'd do it. Please do that. Please do it. But yeah. So Reaper, really cool. What else? Showed off a couple of zones. They showed off the 2 cities. Which not a surprise. You know, we've been getting 2 cities for a while now since Stormblood, right? So we got in Stormblood we had Ralgor's Reach and Kugane, and Shadowbringers we had the Crystarium and Yulmore, and this time we're gonna have Thavnair and Old Charlayan, and we got a couple videos of it. Still a lot of this zone footage that they released is still kind of in development, right? So there's a lot of details, like especially in the Old Charlayan video. There's like a point in the video where you can kind of see out like the ocean and sort of the horizon, and it looks really flat. You know, like there's just a big, just very noticeable line where the water ends and you can start to see the sky, and it looks kind of ugly. So there's definitely some work that needs to go into making the zone look a lot more prettier and kind of getting that stuff kind of smoothed out and, you know, pretty looking. So yeah, I mean, they got 6 months, so I'm not gonna dock them for how it looks now, right? But in terms of the general look, a lot of these zones look great. We did get a couple videos of some of the zones as well. We got a video for Thavnair, which, you know, looks great. I'm really looking forward to going to Thavnair and learning more about that stuff. I mean, Thavnarian oils, Razathan oils, you know, remember Rome Reborn relics? I mean, come on, we're finally going there. It's crazy. Also going to Charlayan, that's also crazy. That's gonna be a lot of fun to finally visit there and see how much they hate helping us out. But yeah, I'm sure that's gonna be a big plot point for Endwalker, is how Charlayan still doesn't want to help us out, even though the world's ending. Basically, that's gonna be a lot of fun. Can't wait. I cannot wait. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But what else? They showed off Thavnair. They showed off Labyrinthos, which is apparently an underground zone that kind of has like an artificial sun skybox sort of thing, which is kind of weird, but also kind of cool. Yeah, I'm not sure where underground this is, right? Is it underground the moon? Probably not. Maybe, you know, you never know. There's also kind of like this like steampunk, like clockwork sort of aesthetic to it, which is really nice. It actually reminds me of that sort of section in Ridoron Lighthouse, you know, where you're going up to the to Construct 7, right? You're going to fight Construct 7, you kind of working on the bridges and stuff. That's kind of what it reminds me of. That sort of style, that clockwork steampunk sort of style, lots of gears and stuff like that. Yeah, looking forward to seeing how that zone actually, surprisingly enough, looks really cool. I want to explore it. And we also got a zone on the moon, Mare Latorum. I believe I'm saying that right. Lamentorum, Mare Lamentorum. That's how you say it. There you go. I have it written down here. And thankfully, I was really worried about this when I heard we were actually going to the moon. Still surprised we're going to the moon, by the way. I thought that would forever be a meme, but here we are. And especially looking back at all the jokes of people saying, "Hey, we're going to the moon," and Yoshi's like, maybe 7.0. Well, I guess we're going to the moon in 6.0. Yoshi, he lied to us. We're going there an expansion earlier than he said. But anyways, I was really worried. I was really worried about going to the moon because I thought that they would do some like gimmicky stuff with being on the moon and in space and all that. But thankfully, it looks like just any other zone. No fancy gimmicks or anything. No like low gravity situation. No have to have air mask or some stupid thing like that or anything like that. No, it looks like we're just walking on the moon. We're on the moon. We're flying around in space on the moon like we're flying around in any other zone. So thankfully, it looks like none of that gimmicky stuff about gravity and all that is going to be in place. Presumably, sound is going to work just fine on the moon as well. I didn't really pay attention to the sound. I don't even know if there really was any sound other than maybe like the sound of footsteps. But I imagine sound is going to probably work normally on the moon as well because of some magical lore reason. I mean, why can't we swim? Magic, freaking Kojin magic. We can swim and breathe underwater. Why can mounts swim? Because of magic, So I imagine they'll just have some reason for us being able to fly and walk around and breathe on the moon just fine without us it really having any real effect on us. So, and I'm fine with that. I don't want any of that gimmicky stuff. Other than the zones, they talked a bit about some new stuff we'll see. Magic Sisters were mentioned, so that's gonna be a thing. How they're gonna play in. We got new beast tribe, the Laports, which are like cute little bunnies that are apparently gonna be on the moon. They look nice. They look really cute. Everyone in my free company when they came on were like, "Hey, those are cute." There's also gonna be a Laport's plushie in the collector's edition. We'll talk about that in a bit. And then we got the name and sort of theme, I guess, of the Alliance raid finally. Myths of the Realm, and it's gonna involve the 12, which I did not predict. But yeah, the 12 Myths of the Realm. Gonna have to wait. A little under a year probably is when we'll probably expect to see 6.1. Probably March, I guess. Now that we know that late November is when the Expansion Rising is releasing, probably late March, maybe, for 6.1. So 10 months ish, until then. Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see and get more information then. We know very little about both of the raid series at this point, and I think that's fine. Sometimes you just need a little mystery and gotta just go in kind of blind and find out when you get there. So I'm totally fine with that. They did a lot of kind of recap of what happened in the last announcement back in February. So they just kind of talked about, hey, no more belts, level cap increased to 90. That kind of stuff. Role quest, new role quest, basic stuff. Stat squish. A lot of the stuff they already talked about. They just kind of recapped it here. Just in case you forgot or missed it. And then I guess they talked about data centers as well. They're going to be adding a new data center to kind of help out Oceanic players. So that'll be really cool. I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention in this part. But I think they said that because of kind of the restrictions on travel, their server engineers weren't able to travel down there to still work on it. It won't be ready for 6.0, and it's going to come sometime after that. So we're going to have to wait a little bit longer for that. But it is nice that they are actually, investing and adding in more data centers for those people. I think that's really, really cool that they're adding those. Just like they did for the EU data centers back then, adding in some more data centers definitely helps out the player base. So glad to see that they're investing in that. And hopefully that helps out you players who are affected by that. That's really cool. I'm thankful that I definitely don't have low late or that high of a latency when I'm playing because of where I live. But I imagine it'd be really frustrating to have sort of all that latency to deal with if you're kind of live in a spot that doesn't get very good support by the data centers that already exist. So hopefully that helps you guys out. They also talked a bit more about the data center travel system that they talked about last time. I forgot to talk about this in my last video, but yeah, data center travel system, and they said that assuming everything works, you should be able to also play with people across data centers on a different data center than you, which I'm really looking forward to. That means also that data center or cross data center statics could possibly be a thing, depending on how stable this feature is. But also, I know there's plenty of people who are on a different data center than Aether, who could finally play with me, which would be really cool. Really looking forward to that. That's gonna be cool. If they can get it working, I imagine it's probably not as easy as it sounds to get that sort of thing working. But if they can get it working, big thumbs up. That sounds really cool. And then they talked about pre-order bonuses. And the collector's edition. So collector's edition comes with a statue. It's the paladin doing passages of arms, warrior of light paladin doing passages of arms. Looks nice if you're into that sort of statue kind of things. Not really my cup of tea. I'm not willing to drop that much money on that statue personally. Maybe if they make like a Titania statue, I'd pick that up. That I'd be interested in that. But what else came with this? They had some artwork and a little frame that you kind of put the artwork in. They had a little ports plushie, and also a little pin that you could get as well. So some nice physical goodies if you're looking to get the physical collector's edition. For the digital collector's edition, they had some other stuff as well. Minion. They have the crap, what's the mount called? Come on, Suki. I didn't write this down. I didn't write down the Arion mount, which looks. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. It kind of looks very similar to the grounding mount we have. It's more like Pegasus look. It's got like 6 legs, which was kind of weird. I don't know if this is based off something from a previous Final Fantasy or not. I have no idea, but it looks kind of weird. But hey, it's there. I don't know if I'll be using this mount very often, but it is there, so it's there. And then also there's a scythe weapon that you can use to get that. They had the oh yes, I remembered. Minions. I don't remember which minion is which. But one of the minions, they have the Palom and Parum minions. I don't remember which one is which. One of them comes with the digital collector's edition, and one of them is a pre-order bonus. And I don't remember which one comes with which. But just know that if you want both of them, you're gonna have to pre-order the digital collector's edition. So yeah, that's definitely something. If you're looking for both those minions, you're gonna have to do that. I already mentioned the scythe, and the mount. And then the other thing is the pre-order bonus, the Minfina earrings, which look really nice. Got like a nice little crescent moon on them, and they work very similarly to past pre-order bonus earrings that we've had in the past, the Alamaken earrings and the Aetheryte earrings. These earrings are gonna be for Disciples of War Magic. Unfortunately, you can't wear them on Crafters of Gatherums. They've already confirmed that. It's going to give you a 30% EXP boost whilst you are below level 80 and level 80 itself. So yeah, those look really nice, and you can get those right now. You can get those now. I already actually put in my pre-order before I started making this video, and I registered my pre-order on the Mog Station. And it said that I got my Minfina earrings, or I should be getting my pre-order bonus items in the mail. I haven't actually checked my mail to see if I got them yet, but I assume that you should be able to get those soon after you pre-order. I had to wait in queue to pre-order on the Square Enix site, but yeah, I got those in, and presumably I should have one of the minions, whichever one comes with the pre-order bonus. And the earrings, I should have those already, which is nice. You get these earrings, and then you got 6 months to level up anything you might want to level up in between now and then. So yeah, really cool that we got those earrings. Looking forward to using those. And other than that, I guess the last thing we should talk about is or the last big reveal thing, is male Fyuria. Genuinely surprised that we got male Fyuria already. I thought that if we were gonna get them at all, it would be next expansion. But here they are now. And my only thing about this is that if they're gonna add male Fyuria, right? It better mean that they've fixed the support for the current races that they added in Shadowbringers, right? And what I mean by that is that the support for female Fyuria and Hrothgar right now is that is really kind of poor, because there's so many things that just don't work with heads with heads, right? There's so many hats that just do not work on Fyuria and Hrothgar right now. There's a huge lack of hairstyles available for the races. The hairstyles that you can get in game, you know, like things like form and function, or the hairstyles that just came out in the Near raid, you know, the 2B or the 2B and the 9S here, the hairstyles, I'm pretty sure those don't work. You know, any of those types of hairstyles, Great Lengths, you know, stuff like that, Rainmaker, don't work on Fyuria and Hrothgar. And my hope is that, you know, before they spent time in development making male Fyuria, that they hopefully also, you know, spent the time to sort of, you know, add that support in for the current races that they just added in Shadowbringers, right? That is my hope. So I hope that, you know, come the expansion time, you know, female Fyuria, male Hrothgar, you know, they have better support when it comes to hairstyles and also visible hats and helmets and stuff like that. That is my hope. They didn't say anything about it. They only talked about the male Fyuria, and we're really mostly concerned about revealing that, which is totally fine. I just hope that if they're taking the time to add in male Fyuria, that they've hopefully, you know, went back and added the support for those things, because that's been something that a lot of people have been asking for since Shadowbringers launched, right? And it's been almost 2 years at this point. So hopefully they got some of that stuff ironed out for Endwalker. That's my hope. But they didn't really talk about anything about it, so it could just as well be that that's the support we have when it comes to it. And yeah. Oh well. But anyways, talking about male Fyuria, they look nice, you know? They look cool. They look nice. For people who are wanting male Fyuria, I'm happy for you. You know, they are there. I pretty much feel the same about male Fyuria as I felt about female Fyuria. There wasn't really a race that interested me that much, but hey, the people who are interested in it, they're finally here. So hopefully, you can enjoy that when Endwalker comes out. Again, I just hope that hair and hats, fix hair and hats, hashtag fix hair and hats, right? And yeah, I think that's pretty much all that they talked about in the keynote. All the major stuff. I might have missed a couple smaller things, but yeah, that's it. There's gonna be a live letter tomorrow, or by the time you see this, it's probably already tomorrow. So it's gonna be a live letter on day 2 of the of Digital Fan Fest, and that's gonna be probably covering just Bajra stuff. 5.55 or 5.5 part 2, basically. I can't imagine they're going to talk much about the story aspect, because that'd be spoilery. So I imagine that live letter is going to be mostly focused on Bajra, and then probably a little bit of recap of the expansion news that came out today, and, you know, pre-ordering and all that stuff. So looking forward to watching that. But as far as expansion news goes, this is it. This is all we're getting for the time being. When it comes to like jobs, like the job action video, and when, you know, influencers and media get their hands on, you know, an early build of the game and actually look at the job actions and stuff like that, that's probably not going to happen until probably September, right? Since we now know the release date is in, you know, mid to late November. So yeah, still a bit of time before that we get any more information on jobs and stuff like that, although that is something that'd be really, really exciting to hear about. And I'm sure we'll probably have a couple live letters in between now and the expansion for them to sort of give us more information as we kind of move closer to Endwalker's release date. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that covers a lot of the stuff, most of the stuff that they talked about in the keynote. Really excited. You know, again, it's over 6 months away at this point until Endwalker. A little bit further than I was anticipating. I thought it would be in late October, so only 5 months away, but 6 months away. So quite a wait, still half a year left to go. So I'm trying to sort of contain my excitement a little bit, but at the same time, I'm very excited. I'm just yeah, I'm very, very excited. Especially, I mean, it's the grand finale, right? You know, we're finally wrapping up this story arc. It's gonna be really cool, to finally wrap things up, story wise, with this story arc and move on to something else. That would be really, really nice to do. But yeah, that's all I got. I've been talking for a little while now. My throat is getting a little bit dry because I didn't have a drink with me at my desk ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stop blabbing my mouth and get this edited and posted. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in other videos that I'll be posting in between now and Endwalker. I still have plenty of stuff I want to do in between now and then, even though we're kind of run the full gambit of new content. You know, basically we have patch 5.55 and that's it for Shadowbringer content. That's all we got for the next 6 months. So, but even then, there's still plenty of stuff that I want to do in between now and then. I want to do some more mentor roulettes. I want to do more stuff on my Let's Play character. I want to level some more stuff. You know, so there's still a lot of things that I want to do and I want to play in Final Fantasy XIV. So I hope to see you guys in those videos still. So don't worry, I'll still be making videos in between now and then. So thank you guys so much. How many more times can I say so? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. There's 2 more so's for you. 3 more now. And I will see you guys in another video. Sayonara. Bye bye.